got Shane Watson here from PSP Sports. We've got Team Parker and got heavyweight contender as well, Malik Scott here. How are you, Malik?
I'm good, man. Just enjoyed a good fight. I'm proud of Dillian Whyte. Joseph Parker came up short. He'll be back. Much stronger, hell of a character he showed. Dillian also showed hell of a character. That's what the heavyweight division is about. And neither one of those guys disappointed me.
So you know Joseph Parker, he showed a lot of heart at the end, and if you maybe there's 30 seconds more in that round, it might have been a different story.
Yeah, because Dillian was out on his feet, I believe, and really hurt. And
it was that big right hand that he lent him with Parker that really
but
hurt.
He hit Dillian with so many of those that it was like I was kind of shocked when Dillian went down the last one. But I'm sure the chin, the body only could take but so much.
Yeah.
Especially when you're stubborn, how Dillian is, he's not going nowhere. And
especially when he came in very heavy as well, so I think he was tired.
Absolutely. So it just was a good night of boxing, and everyone did good. Dillian, just tough as fuck. He'll give anybody problems, man. He's dangerous for anybody. He's just one of those guys and great character. So
do you think it's going to be hard for Joseph Parker to come back from this, though, in the sense that back-to-back defeats, and a lot of people are not going to want to fight him now because he's tough, he's ruthless.
Yeah, but I also think Joseph Parker is, he has good people behind him. His stock is still high because he lost, but it was the way he lost and who he lost to. And you look at those people in the crowd, the whole O2 was standing up at the end of that fight. And I think we're in a time where that matters most. What matters most is the fans. And I don't want to say in this time, but what really matters the most right now is what the fans want. And I believe the fans here will even have him back again. There's so many other fights out there for him, but he got to take his time, come back and rebuild. And because he took this Dillian Whyte fight directly after the Anthony Joshua fight. Nobody has ever fought Anthony Joshua than fought a #1 contender directly after. So you got to give Joseph Parker credit for that. So I don't know, it just was a good night for boxing, and the heavyweight division is winning.
I mean, our fellow heavyweights fought tonight as well. Derek Chisora come up with a brutal knockout on Takam, and Takam we all know is a tough customer to anyone.
And
you played against Joshua.
No one stopped him.
Yeah, apart from Povetkin.
Yeah, Povetkin and AJ stopped him, but I forgot about Povetkin stopping him. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so happy for Derek. It was like overdue time for him to get a significant win like that. He did it on a huge stage. He was calm and relaxed. It was a war. Once again, the heavyweight division is looking good. So shout out to even Carlos Takam for coming up and putting up a hell of an effort.
And you see, the thing is, Derek Chisora is now right up there. He's going to be right up there in the rankings again. And Eddie was speaking about him possibly fighting Deontay Wilder. Yeah. Do you think that's a fight that Derek Chisora should go for? And would you give him much chance in that fight?
I think, we all know Deontay Wilder's a different animal than, let's say, the Takums or, the Parkers. He's blessed with, extremely, extremely good power. And I feel as though, I don't know, the fight I would want to see again is the rematch between Chisora and Dillian Whyte. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I would even like to see Dillian Whyte, maybe him and even Deontay. I would like to see Chisora and Dillian Whyte rematch. There's so many good fights out there and so many good opportunities for those heavyweights that's in the top 5 and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to some good fights. There's great matchups coming up. But don't forget, Joseph Parker will be back in big fights.
Because Derek Chisora said in the press conference he don't believe Joseph Parker will be back. He thinks that all the money he's earned in his career, he believes he's not as hungry as what he once maybe was. Can you see where Derek might think that?
Probably not, because I'm watching this kid leave his family, train for 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks hard. He coming in here at top level boxing. He's not laying down. He's not showing any glimpse of a fighter that don't want to be in there. So I don't agree with that. But Derek, he's an experienced guy himself. He sees things one way, I see things another, but that's not what I see. I just seen tonight he was beat by the better man on the night, and he'll be back. That's boxing.
And also we've got Anthony Joshua Povetkin that's been announced.
Yeah,
Povetkin's been a top heavyweight for as long as I can remember. Even when I was a little kid, I can remember him being a top heavyweight. Yep. And both former Olympic gold medalists. Do you believe that this is one of the toughest tests of AJ's career, maybe bar Klitschko?
Yeah, I'm sure. Povetkin is another guy. He's tough for anybody, so AJ can't take this challenge lightly. I don't believe that he will. I believe he'll train just as hard as for Povetkin that he would for Wilder or that he would for anybody else, because we can't take none of this shit for granted, especially the champions. And I think that's going to be a great fight as well. Like I said, Povetkin is dangerous. AJ knows that, and who do I pick? Obviously, you got to go with the minimum with AJ, but I wouldn't be surprised if Povetkin pulled the apple card as well. So it's a great fight.
And also, you got Jarrell Miller who's in there. He was chucking around some words about Joshua.
Was he here tonight?
No, he was supposed to be, but I don't actually know why he wasn't here. I'm not sure if it was because of age AJ was here tonight. I'm not sure if it's got anything to do with that, but Jarrell Miller said some personal things about AJ's mum and stuff recently.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? Do you think he maybe went a step too far?
I don't know, man. Like, you know, when he wasn't talking about nobody's mom, nobody was talking about him. So, like, you know, these young lions is coming from a desperate situation. They're coming from, they know attention equals finances. They know finances, you get big fights. So they almost willing to do anything. What other people talk about AJ's mother, no, that's probably going a little too far. But only going too far is all up to the individual, and it depends on the circumstance. AJ may think that was going too far. I don't know. Someone talk about my mother, and they don't know my mother. Yeah, it may be disrespect, but it's not really a big deal to me, especially in this fight game, because people are saying anything at any time to get a big fight and a big payday.
I mean, when you
AJ
compare it to back in the day, like the things that Mike Tyson said to Lennox Lewis and stuff back in the day.
Kids and everything, like, you know, Lennox still fought him and gave him a shot at the title.
Yeah.
But, you know, everybody is different. You know what I mean? So I don't want to. All right, brother. I don't want to tell AJ or any of the guys that how to go about, you know, their feelings when dealing with insults. You know, everyone's different, but Jarrell Miller's coming.
Can we expect a return for Malik Scott anytime this year?
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. I'm staying in these dangerous camps with these young lions, and, you know, staying in dog shape, and when the call come, I'll be ready. And I'm always waiting for the call, so anybody feeling froggy that want to jump, please jump this way.
Oh, thanks for talking to PSV Sports today, Malik. I wish you a safe flight back to America. Are you flying back to America?
Yeah.
Yeah, so a safe flight back to America, and hopefully we can see you out soon.
I'll snap.